Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's dive right in. How do you cope with incessant hunger? I'm a 29-year-old female, 5'2", 213 pounds, down from 221. I've been at it for about a month now and I'm doing it very conservatively. Modest calorie deficits, exercising regularly, but not overdoing it. I'm trying to meet myself where I'm at and be kind and compassionate with myself, but I am friggin' starving all the time. It's starting to affect my mood. Being this hungry so often, even shortly after a meal, is miserable. The unfortunate reality is that this is a normal physiological reaction to weight loss, and it's one of the biggest reasons why successful long-term weight loss is so difficult and so rare. But there has got to be a way to cope with it. If nothing else, maybe just talking to other people who get it. No one else in my life struggles with their weight like I do, so I've been looking for some sort of support community. Thoughts? 8 pounds a month is a solid pace, so that sounds about right. Assuming you aren't feeling lethargic or cold, you are probably dialed in on the number of calories. What exactly are you eating? You might just be eating the wrong things. A handful, 1/4 a cup of cashews, is 200 calories. That won't fill you up, but a blender full, 800 milliliters of protein ice cream is 340 calories. Plus the example of strawberries, leafy veggies, popcorn, anabolic French toast, low-fat string cheese, etc. Orville Redenbacher makes a kettle corn flavor of Smart Pop that is 100 calories for a bag, which is pretty solid. Are you eating foods with a lot of sauces? Look to minimize cream or butter-based sauces. A lot of canned or bottled sauces have sugar or high fructose corn syrup added for no apparent reason. So just buying sauce without sugar is an easy way to save some calories that can go towards food rather than sauce. Ragu makes a solid sugar-free pizza sauce. Hot sauces are low in calorie. I suggest Secret Aardvark Habanero. Walden Farms makes sauces and dressings that are low calorie. Some of them can have a chemical taste to them, so read reviews before buying. The chocolate syrup and blueberry syrup are pretty good. Stay away from the Caesar salad dressing. If you make things with peanut butter, make sure you are using no sugar added peanut butter or buy some PB2 or PB Fit powder and sub out that. Mrs. Butterworth's makes a particularly good sugar-free maple syrup. G. Hughes makes insanely good sugar-free barbecue sauces. Their sugar-free sweet chili dipping sauce is great on chicken and only has 5 calories and 2 tablespoons. Also, are you drinking your calories? Don't do that. I save a lot of calories buying plain unsweetened low-fat Greek yogurt and then adding a sweetener to it myself. My favorite sugar replacement is Splenda Naturals Stevia. If you're eating pasta, I suggest trying Banza chickpea pasta. It's not really low calorie, but it is high protein and I stay full much longer after eating it compared to regular wheat pasta. I'd also suggest you look into volume eating. The idea is you build the core of your diet around low-calorie, high-volume foods. I used to have the same problem, but I haven't felt hungry in months. If you order food from a restaurant, sometimes you can ask for double or even triple veggies for like $3 extra. This is especially true at Thai and Indian restaurants. And lastly, some people hate mushrooms, but if you like them, they make a great meal substitute or augmentation. 2 cups of mushrooms is like 40 to 50 calories. When I make spaghetti with a meat sauce, I usually put in a pound of beef or bison and then several cups of whole mushrooms. Or you can sub out half the beef for ground turkey. So you'd have a sauce with half pounds of beef, half pound of ground turkey, and 2 cups of whole or quarter mushrooms. I'm blathering now. Point is, I've been doing this for a while. If you want more ideas, let me know. In my experience, the healthier and more balanced my diet is, the less hunger I experienced. This is part of why I really focused on volume eating, and I still do. It helps me a lot. You can lose weight with any diet so long as you're in a calorie deficit, but a diet low in processed foods and high in protein and fiber tends to lead to less hunger while you lose weight. I highly recommend checking out volume eating. What volume eating essentially boils down to is just filling up on large amounts of low-calorie foods such as fruits and vegetables. I used to snack on things such as chips, nuts, or cookies in between meals, which made me hungry as frig, thus contributing to more snacking on high-calorie, sugary, and nutrient-devoid foods. Now, I hardly ever snack, but when I do, it's either fruits or snack-sized veggies, mini tomatoes, mini bell peppers, cucumbers, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, just a few ideas. Also, whenever I'm hungry in between meals nowadays, I always repeat a simple mantra I came up with to myself. A little hunger won't kill me, and it's not the end of the world to feel hunger. Just acknowledge the feeling, drink lots of water, and keep yourself busy. You will get to eat again, but just not right at this exact moment. It sounds super dramatic, but it works. And if you're really that hungry, maybe have some whole grain or lentil rice cakes. I find those help fill me up really well if I can't wait until my next meal. Take care. Disclaimer from Luke Narwhal, please see a doctor or healthcare professional before trying any weight loss plan. I use intermittent fasting to help control my weight. I found that I'm hungry at 11 a.m. whether or not I eat breakfast. So I started skipping breakfast and just eating an early lunch at 11. For breakfast, I used to eat a bowl of cereal, which usually turned into 2 before I felt full. Now I eat 2 to 3 eggs with a little cheese and salsa, and it's way less calories, fewer carbs, and keeps me full longer. I also need to eat a filling dinner so that I don't snack at night. Lots of protein and lots of veggies, less pasta and grains. I also find that I forget to eat when I'm super busy, so I try to use that to my advantage. When I'm bored or sitting at a computer, I feel hungry even when I'm not. Water also helps a lot to help keep you feeling full. Keep trying different things until you find what works for you. I'm not hungry most of the time. I certainly am not stuffed. I mean, I'm capable of eating, but I really don't feel like I need to most of the time. When I find myself dealing with incessant hunger, either I'm not getting enough fat and protein, or I'm mistaking thirst for hunger, or it's mentally based because I feel deprived. Usually planning in a scoop of ice cream or something like that will get me out of feeling deprived. Thought number 1, maybe try to focus on what you're eating. A balanced diet of whole foods will keep you fuller longer than a diet of cookies. Not saying you're eating nothing but cookies, but an adjustment might be helpful. Also, drink a metric ton of water. Thought number 2, see a doctor. You can lose weight without starving and being irritable all the time. Yes, being hungry more often is pretty normal, but being a hangry beast might indicate something else going on that can and should be treated. Thought number 3, I've yo-yoed a couple of times now, and every time I get back on the wagon again, it takes a few weeks to get used to eating less dense foods and being hungry more often. It sucks, but once you hit a groove, it gets much easier. I won't say easy, but less awful. I feel that way when I'm just counting calories. For me personally, I'm much more successful and happy losing weight combining intermittent fasting and a low-carb diet. I don't go keto level low, although I've done it in the past, but I like the occasional potato or beans. I typically only have coffee with 80 calories worth of cream for breakfast, a massive salad for lunch, some broth, which helps me feel full longer, and maybe nuts in the afternoon, and then a dinner that's basically just a protein and whatever veggies I'm up for. I try to avoid gimmicky low-carb foods that are heavily processed and artificial sweeteners, but I do have those here and there. My daughter baked me low-carb peanut butter cookies this week with Swerve, for example, so I've had a few of those. Weight loss is just calories in, calories out, but the way you get to the lower calories can have an effect on it as well, in my opinion. Eating tons of veggies and lean protein works for me, and I feel satisfied and full doing it. When I eat carbs, I tend to crave more and more and never feel full. I'm trying to lose some weight as well, and I'm still 15 kilograms over goal weight. Was 8 kilograms over and 10 down when my twins were born. Am 10 kilograms up since then, so I'm not an authority on this. But here's the consistent message I get from health professionals. 1. Get enough sleep. Tired body emits hunger hormones. 2. Macros. Calorie budget. Track your food intake, eat enough protein without blowing the calorie budget through carbs and fats, avoid sugar and cheap carbs, and learn to cook fun and healthy meals. 3. High-intensity interval training. Ride to work if your area is hilly. 4. Strength training. 2 times a week for 45 minutes will make a noticeable difference within weeks. Tell your muscles you still needed them while your body is cashing in stored energy. Fat goes last. Good luck and keep at it. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. Non-scale victory. This is faster than my 6-mile time a year ago, 58 minutes.